So as I'm sure everyone's aware by now, Donald Trump has won the US election, and social media is losing their fucking mind over this. And no one seems to understand why Donald Trump has won. But to be honest, I think the answer is simple, and here are my reasons to why I think Donald Trump has won the US election. The first reason is so obvious that even a child knows it. No one likes being told what to do, and that's exactly what we've had all the way through this election. Don't vote Trump, don't vote Trump. And we haven't been given a reason to vote for Hillary. And if Brexit taught us anything, is that this negative, fear-mongering attitude doesn't get you votes anymore. Here's an example of what I'm talking about.
On Tuesday, November 8th, this country will make one of the most important
decisions in its history.
You have a chance.
You have an obligation
to be a part of that decision.
So far, nothing wrong then. Go and vote is basically the message. Nothing wrong with that. It's an important decision.
You might think it's not important. You might think you're not important.
But that's not true.
And the only way we can prove that to you is by having lots of famous people.
Lots of famous people.
Lots and lots of famous people.
just a shit ton of famous people.
Repeating how important.
Important.
How important it is.
So you're famous, does that give your opinion more weight?
But you only get this many famous people together if the issue's
one that truly matters to all of us.
A disease or
ecological crisis or
a racist, abusive coward who could permanently damage the fabric of our society.
Do the math. Do we really want to give nuclear weapons to a man whose signature move is firing?
Firing things?
And here we have it. Talking down to people who support Trump and not actually giving them any reason to vote the other way other than, your decision's stupid. And when you combine this with other media outlets such as Lacey Green's channel or the Young Turks, and to be honest, all of mainstream media, it's no wonder people got frustrated. I mean, these people are fed up of their political system, and they're being told that the only viable candidate to vote for is someone who's intertwined with the political corruption of the system. The second reason is just the overuse of buzzwords like racism, sexism, Islamophobic, and just painting anyone who supports Trump as one of these types of people. I mean, of course, if you do that, people are going to turn around and say, fuck you, we're going to vote for Trump. And these words have lost all meaning, not only because they've been thrown at Trump so carelessly that it's just common to everyone now to see those things in the media, but because they're just thrown around in general now. You criticize Black Lives Matter, you're a racist. You criticize feminism, you're sexist. You criticize Islam, you're Islamophobic. Just because Trump said something mean to one woman doesn't necessarily make him sexist. It just makes him an arsehole. So if you want those words to mean anything in those times where it's actually applicable, stop using them to just shut down conversations. And then of course you've got the effect that Hillary had herself. It seems to be commonly accepted that she rigged the votes in her favour when going up against Bernie Sanders. Do you really expect people who are fed up of a corrupt political system to just forgive this and move on? Hillary is corrupt. She's been corrupt this entire way through this election. Take a look at this.
It doesn't matter what the frickin' legal and ethics people say. We need to win this motherfucker.
Hillary is aware of all the work that you guys do, I hope.
The campaign is fully in it.
And then they tell Hillary what's going on.
Well, I mean, Hillary knows through chain of command.
Yeah.
So Hillary knows what's going on. Bear that in mind.
I'm not suggesting we wait around. We need to start this shit right away.
Okay.
On every one of these fronts.
Okay.
What I call this conflict engagement.
That's your version of reenfranchisement.
Conflict engagement in the lines at Trump rallies. We're starting anarchy here.
Oh yeah. You want? They're rock and roll.
So I'm basically Deputy Rapid Response Director for the DNC for all things Trump on the ground. Nobody's really supposed to know about me.
You know what I'm saying? We have mentally ill people that we pay to do shit. Make no mistake.
This guy named Cesar Vargas is his name.
I got a priest to cry on camera once.
You know, Brad and Bob and Lux and myself are all part of the old school method where it doesn't matter what the freaking legal and ethics people say. We need to win this motherfucker.
Hillary had been sending people over to Trump rallies to start fights, and you heard it from his mouth himself. They don't care if what they're doing is illegal. They are willing to do whatever it takes to make sure they win. So is it any surprise then that when these allegations of sexual assault came out against Donald Trump, that people were skeptical of them? Not only because of the vague manner in which he was speaking, shit talking to a friend, but because they know that Hillary would do whatever it takes to win. She would lie and she would manipulate her supporters to do so. People don't trust her. So if you're still wondering why Donald Trump won the election, look no further than your media outlets, than your corrupt politicians. There were only 2 candidates that represented any threat, any chance of change to the political elite. That's Donald Trump and Bernie Sanders. And Bernie Sanders was cheated out of his chance to become president. Donald Trump didn't win because of sexist, racist, homophobic supporters. He won because people are tired. He won because people can see the corruption in their political system. This is why Brexit happened, and this is why we're most likely going to see other countries in Europe also pushing to leave the EU. It's a shame that it took voting someone like Trump in to finally get the message across that people aren't going to take her anymore. If you're looking for someone to blame the politicians, blame the media, and blame the aggressives who allowed it to go this far. I'm going to end with a clip from John Barrowman, as I think he shows exactly the type of behaviour that any Hillary supporter should show now that they've lost the election.
Morning, everybody. Yesterday we were in the same positions and very excited, but today we're a little sad, but the sun's still shining. People are still going about their daily lives. Things are okay. We may not be happy with the outcome, but this is a democracy, and in democracies we have to move forward and allow the president-elect the chance to do the good that they're saying they want to do. However, being an activist and a human rights campaigner, as I am, as Scott is, as other people like us are, we've been here before. That doesn't mean that we stay quiet. If we see things going the wrong way, we need to speak up and use our voices. But we must give this a chance. If our side had won, the other side would be on the same foot. So we know how we know how each other would feel. We have to move forward. We have to give the president-elect a chance, and we have to be bigger and see what happens. It's sad. It hurts a lot of people. People are upset, but we need to make this work. On that note, thank you for all your comments online. I'd now like you to stop using the Twitter feed as a negative push towards the other party, and also the other party using a negative push towards the Democratic Party. So as Republicans and Democrats, let's find a way to get together and make this work, okay? Thank you very much. Totally appreciate it. We always have a voice, and as Hillary Clinton said, it hurts, but this country, the United States of America, is great, and we need to move forward. Thank you.
I'm the Skeptic Fox, and thanks for watching.